girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Farming Simulator 19. I'm going to be starting a series playing this game, and I'm going to be doing it on this Estancia Lapacho map, which is the map used, which was released by Giants in the Platinum Edition of Farming Simulator 17. The reason I've chosen to play on this map is because already there's lots of people doing content on the Ravenport map and the Felsbrunn maps that come, you know, on the disc with FS19. So I thought it'd be a bit different to play on this mod map, which was released via the in-game mod menu on the day of release. Now, I've been playing this map on a live stream in a different game mode. I started it up in the start from scratch, so I didn't have any of these nice buildings. So I'm just gonna see what we get when we start off in the sort of normal mode. So this is, I'm assuming, our grain silo. That's handy. So yeah, this is where we bring all our crops that we harvest to store. Tip them in here. Collect them round the other side if we're going to sell them. In my Twitch series that I've been doing, the game I've been playing, this is where I had my I placed my house and my chicken coop. So that's a bit different. In fact, your farmhouse is over here in the game. In start from scratch mode, there's nothing over here. Well, there's that little shed there, but then this is just a field. This is empty, pretty much. There's nothing in this area. There's the pool. Right. Go over here. So we've got a combine. Interesting. New Holland TX32, ready to harvest wheat, which is field 1. We start with 2 fields on the map, fields 1 and 2. So that's all we've got. And obviously, ideally, we'd like to expand quite quickly and get some of the other fields. Field 3 is pretty good to get into. 14 and 15 are pretty good. And obviously these up here. The great thing about this map that I really have enjoyed playing in my Twitch stream, excuse me, is that a lot of the fields you can combine. Like in my Twitch thing, I've combined fields 1 and 2. Once I'd got 4, 5 and 6, I made them one big field. 7 and 8, I've made one big field. 14 and 15, I made one big field. So you can start rapidly increasing your money. What we got contract wise, we got a few contracts, I think. Wow, harvesting, really? Wow, I might be tempted to do that. And fertilizing, a couple of big money jobs there. That one's especially big money job, 25 grand. Okay, we'll look at that. Start off with a couple of contracts. So this is a shed over here. This isn't here in the start from scratch mode. I've got a Case Pro 7210. Got my little tippy truck. Cultivator there. Sower. And I've got Fiat 1300. They pretty much, I think the equipment is the same no matter which map you start on. Whether you start on this map or Ravenport or Felsbrunn, I think you get the same equipment on every map, which is a bit poor. One of the first things I'm probably likely to do is sell that, get something bigger, sell that, get something bigger, sell that, get something bigger, and possibly sell the heart combine as well. That's something we're probably going to do. But what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to accept that harvesting contract. Right, we need to go to the store. Now I should have a pickup truck around here somewhere. There we are. We'll go down to the shop. We've leased the... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I just press the wrong button? I think I may have pressed the wrong button when I did the contract. That would be epic. My first video of the series and I already start with a fail. That would be quite funny. I've got a feeling I accepted the contract and I didn't lease the equipment. Whoa. Fail. Yeah, press the wrong button. Oh. God. That's interesting, because that means I'm going to have to harvest that field now using my own equipment. That's going to make things a little bit more interesting. Missed my turning. Okay, so I've got to get out of the habit of just pressing buttons when I'm in menus. Obviously, playing on the Twitch save, I do all the contracts using my own equipment because I've got decent equipment. But in the early going of this save, I'd probably need to I'm gonna have to lease equipment. Right. So let's have a look. So field 3, where is that to start with? Because that's going to be important to know. I'm assuming it's going to be way up the top of the map somewhere. Oh no, field 3. Actually, it's not. It's quite close. It's quite close. I can, I'm assuming, do that with my own harvester then. Or now would be a good time to sell this harvester and get a bigger one. Let's go down to field 3. If need be, I'll take this to the store and I will sell it and I will buy a bigger harvester. I do start with a handy little bit of cash, so... yeah, a bigger harvester's going to be important because this thing is slow. This is its travelling speed, 15 miles an hour. I'm guessing when it's actually harvesting, it only does about 6 miles an hour. Right. I am going to go and sell this. And I'm going to get a bigger one. Straight off the bat, I'm not messing around. So I will be back in a few moments' time. Okay, so we've made it to the showroom. So I'm going to quickly drop off the header. Weird, I can't turn off the combine. We're going to sell that. We're going to sell that. That's got us an extra 118,000 straight off the bat. Right, time for me to do some shopping then and get a nice new combine. Okay, so we've bought the new combine. Gone for the big boy. And I'm also taking the option to buy a corn header for it and the big header. And I realise the reason why I can't do the can I drive into the showroom? Can. Sorry for driving into your showroom, but where you put that header is kind of awkward. Pick up that header. And then we'll take it back to field 3. I like this. Oh, I notice in all the combines that visibility is very poor. Very poor. But I'm liking the fact that this one's a lot faster than that one we started with. But we'll get field 3 harvested up. That'll be our first contract done for the day. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Drop that header there. Then drop that one. Don't bump the header, because we need to pick this one up. Not quite lined up, but we'll get there. Better. Right, now should be able to fold or unfold the header, so that takes the wheels and the little travelling thing out of the way. We then need to unfold the combine itself. And of course this field is oddly shaped, so get ourselves lined up. Right, turn on the harvester. Let's begin. Don't know if matey wanted straw on his field, but he's getting it. I wouldn't personally put straw on my fields because I don't have balers. Yeah, I can't harvest his back field 4 because I don't own it. And this is the thing, one of the things I did have to do on my Twitch save was buy the roller, the ground roller, because there's no headers on any of these fields, no headlands. So turning vehicles, trying to, you know, work the fields with some of the equipment based on its size is quite difficult. There's the header up. Come on. My tractors got stuck. That's weird. Like it was in treacle then. And then I'll have to bring over the case tractor once I've harvested, because I'm going to have to unload at the end of this row. I think one of the important things with this machine would be to go around the outside of the field first. Give yourself a bit more room, do the outsides of the field first, and then work in. Right, we need to pipe out. Right, we need a big case. The tractor's got our tippy truck on the tippy trailer on the back. This is a bit of a tight turn. Definitely gonna have to, when I buy the field, put in some headlands so I can turn around. If you get like a big plough, anything, or a big seeder with 10 metres working width, it's going to have trouble getting around these fields. And I'm probably going to have trouble getting around that combine. These big straw piles. There we go. Ow. Hop in. Pipe in. Let's go and do some harvesting. Wait a minute. He's almost full again. Is he not empty? Yeah, it's only got 8,000 litres, this trailer. Where does he want us to tip? A harbour. Okay. That's a bit of a problem then, isn't it? This little wagon can't even hold the full tank of the harvester. Cars coming that way. We're going to have to go round to the harbour. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Can't you tell I'm English? Feels weird. Feels very weird driving on this side of the road. Got the fuel station up here on the left when you need to refill your machines. We've got a silo dead ahead, which allows you to dump trailers and then load onto a train to take up to the transport company and sell stuff there. We've got the animal place here where you get your livestock. We've also got a barn there on the right hand side where you can sell straw, hay and silage bales. But again, not got any baling technology at the minute. Coming up to the level crossing where there's trains. I do think that the level crossing barriers are perhaps a little bit too close to the road. You can get your trailers and some equipment stuck on them from my experience playing, as I say, on my Twitch stream. But we're going to come down here and we're going to enter the lovely harbour, which is actually one of the easiest places to unload. I might go and sell this trailer then on the way back and get a bigger trailer. So here's the unloading point, the sell point, dead ahead. Take your trailer over it, put the brakes on, and then you start to unload, which happens out the back. Okay. %. And yeah, I think I am going to take this to the store and get rid of that trailer because it's too small. Even for me, it'd be too small. If I was farming up my own land, it is too small. Unless I can customise it to make it bigger, in which case I'll have a look at doing that first, because some equipment can be customised. Now, I can't remember if this is a one-way system or not, because I kind of want to turn left. I think I'm allowed to. Oh! Bad. I mounted the curb. That's what I was saying about some of the equipment. Gets caught on stuff on the side of the road. Which is not good. But yeah, I've been playing this for quite a while now. I've got about... Even though it only came out last Tuesday, the game released last Tuesday, officially, for people like me. People who aren't blessed with early access copies like some of the other YouTubers and streamers and stuff who got, you know, got the game very early from Giants. I had to actually buy the game and wait for a release day. And then Amazon were a bit poor at shipping it to me. I didn't get my collector's edition till the day after release, so I ended up buying it anyway on Steam. So I've actually bought this game twice for PC. I got the collector's edition beside me, and then I've obviously got the digital download on Steam, which explains why I've got the Gator and the Mahindra little utility vehicles, because you got the Mahindra for pre-ordering on Steam, and you got the Gator with the collector's edition. So yeah, got both of them available to me in the store to buy. But yeah, I wasn't lucky enough to get an early copy of the game, like some people. So, but saying that, in the short time I've had the game, I've managed to clock it 70 hours already in it, which is a lot. And now I'm starting this little Let's Play series. I oddly find the game relaxing. Oh, something else you should know about me: I'm really rubbish at reversing trailers. I never learned how to reverse trailers. Even when I worked in the golf industry, I worked for a small golf club, and I used to go out sometimes and do some work on the actual course, help the greenskeeper out. I never figured out how to reverse trailers. It's all the whole opposite. You steer the opposite way to the way you want the trailer to go. 12,000 is the maximum I can get on that. That's going to be too small. So I am going to sell that. Run inside. I'd like to buy a trailer, please. Hello? Why are you playing Farming Simulator 17? Right, trailers. So that's the small one. I'm trying to think. I went for the Agroliner. So that's going to be too big. That is how much? 27,000. Done. Thank you. I couldn't have bought a much bigger one because at this moment in time the tractor would struggle to pull it if I get anything too bigger. Right, we've got to get a field 3, haven't we? So best off going this way. Along the bottom of field 29 and down to field 3. Getting around this map is a lot easier than the two FS19 maps. I love this map for the fact that the ground's a little bit, the terrain's a little bit more level. It's not super hilly like the two FS19 maps, and also, you know, the paths and roads around the map are fairly wide, so you get your equipment around the place fairly easily. And I love the fact that on this map, it's like the fields are all in the sort of the middle of the map, all easily accessible, and then the sell points are around the outside, so you're kind of working from the middle out. Whereas in the two maps that come with the game on the disc, everything's kind of here, there and everywhere, so you're having to travel all across the maps in all different directions to do simple things, whereas everything on this map's fairly easily well placed. We'll head down here to our friend Mr. Combine and hopefully unload him this time. I've got covers this time as well. I'm going to come down here, park my trailer alongside him. I'm going to hop into it. This time he should take pretty much the full tank, which would be very useful. And then I'll have to go and sell that again. Oh, Mr. Bit. Mr. Tiny Little Bit. Not to worry. We'll soon have this done. Oh, no. Look at me, rubbish. Oh, spectacular but rubbish. That's what that was. I must remember to try and leave a little bit of an overlap on the header. This guy's selling wheat, so he's going to affect the wheat price, which I'm going to be harvesting next on my own field. I might be better off saving my crop in the grain silo, I think. Yeah, we're just going to roll to the end. From the straw swath to finish. And then we're going to have to switch combine again. Turn that off there. Might as well go get as much as I can in him now, fill him up full, and then take him to the harbour and tip him. We'll go sell to the harbour the next 21,000 litres of corn. Don't drive into their fields and destroy their crops. That will not make them happy people. But yeah, doing contracts is a bit time consuming, but it's a good way of making money at the start of the game when you are in one of like the farm manager or start from scratch modes. It's pretty much all you can do, and you'll be doing that for a long time. Some of the jobs don't pay very much though, especially if you're having to lease the equipment, and you certainly don't want to be hiring workers while you're doing contract work, because that will affect your finances massively. Cars. You know what? I'm going for it. Don't hit the railroad crossings. Barriers. I wish Giants would edit the map and move them back a bit, just to give us a bit of wiggle room. We're doing it. We're going to overtake. Not very often you see a tractor overtaking cars. In real life, it's normally always the other way around. And you normally see a massive queue of cars behind the tractor waiting for a spot where they can actually overtake it. Because farmers and tractor drivers, very ignorant people on the roads, I find, in real life. They love to cause massive tailbacks. They don't pull over and let traffic go. Tractor drivers and lorry drivers are my least favourite things to see on the road, because they just do what they like. They're not professional at all in how they drive and operate. This tractor's a bit slow. Oh, I probably need to go down here because I need to go to the harbour. Oh, I've messed up. This is the spinnery. Spinnery's down here. I meant to go straight through the middle of the town, and I didn't. But we'll get there. And as I say, I've probably got to make another journey. At least one more journey after this, I would think. No oncoming traffic, so I can actually go through here. Go straight through. Avoid that bit of rubbish there. Is like to throw your vehicle upside down, and you definitely don't want to be tipping over vehicles in this game, because when you reset them to the shop as a penalty for resetting vehicles, they take out all your fuel. And you may have noticed I'm playing the game using the Xbox controller on PC. I haven't got my Logitech steering wheel set up at the moment on my desk, so I couldn't use it even if I wanted to, but I do believe there are some problems with people using controllers or wheels in game. There's some issues that the game has with wheels and mapping controls to wheels. People having, especially if you've got multiple control devices connected to your computer. Apparently this game doesn't like it if you have more than 4 input devices on your computer. So keyboard, mouse, they're input devices. I've got a Razer Nostromo plugged in, that's an input device. And obviously my Xbox controller is an input device, that's 4. If I plugged in another input device, if I plugged in my wheel, I would have to unplug something, otherwise the game completely freaks out. It goes completely spazzy if you have more than 4 controllers. So be warned on that. But I actually find it quite easy to play the game with the controller. I was quite surprised, because one of my biggest fears was that the controller doesn't have anywhere near enough buttons to do all the functions in the game. Yeah, I've actually been finding it very, very easy to play using the controller. So it's like, happy days. I'll keep using the controller. Right, let's go get rid of this then. Oh, let's fill him up full for a start. We'll show him a bit of crop here. Well, I've got that. We'll run it up. Seriously? There we go. $21,000 litres in. We'll take this to the harbour and then we'll be back. We'll have one more run to do after this and then we'll be done. So as you can see on this map, getting a bigger tractor and a bigger trailer as quickly as you can is a good strategy, because it cuts down the number of trips you have to make to the sell points. Ideally, I'd like to get the Joskin trailer that's a little bit up from this one, which holds, I think it's 47,000 litres of crops. So that is basically 2 full combines worth, which is pretty much in the early going a field. It holds a full field, so you only have to make one trip to the sell points. Pretty handy. And like I say, it comes in useful having that capacity. Oh, there's a train coming. He runs around the map quite happily. I know? Really? Like I say, we'll go and sell this stuff, and then we can be back. And we'll be able to do the whole... one more unload, and then we'll be able to start on our own field. But I'm tempted to try and sell it all now. Trailer's going up. Ah, well. %, transported. One more run. Can't see anything out in the mirrors because the trailer's in the way. overtaking on a bend like a typical tractor driver or lorry driver. Good job the cars in this game. The AI traffic travels so slow. They zoom around the map at like real life speeds. You'd have trouble. Then we can go into this little turn in here. This is my like main entrance and exit on my Twitch save, because I've pretty much put all my barns and stuff like that in this area. All my big machinery I park on that grass patch in front of me there. Up this little hill there. Been having some fun though, trying to terraform the terrain a bit. Let's go sell it. Complete the mission. Contract. Could be a little bit easier this time. I would think, because he's not carrying a full trailer, so he won't have any this tractor won't have any problems pulling this, so he'll be able to do 26 miles an hour the whole way. Provided we don't have to stop for the train, of course. We'll slow down going uphill though. And it should pop up contract complete. Contract on field 3 is finished. And we got an extra 3,314 for that, because we harvested more. He only wanted 90% of the crop delivered, so the extra 10% we harvested, we get to keep the money for that. We get 25 grand for doing the contract. More. We could do harvesting on field 30. But we kind of need to do our own contract. So I'm going to go back, because we've got field 1 to harvest, and that'll be wheat. But I'm going to store it in my silo. I'm not going to sell it at this point. Anyway, that seems to be a good first episode of Farm Simulator 2019. This is a good place to stop this episode. Thank you all for watching, and if you could be so kind as to leave me a like on the video and leave any comments you have in the section down below. And of course, feel free, if you're not already, to smash that subscribe button and become a subscriber of the channel. That will help me out greatly. So for now, from me, it's goodbye, and I'll be back again soon with some more content for you.